today we're going to go on to do some trotting and some movements and shapes of the school, so the riders are showing their control of their horses. When you first start riding, the trot is a very bouncy gait because of its nature of its rhythm, because obviously 4 times each hit the ground is very smooth, 2 times you've got a 1, 2, 1, 2. So within that we have what is known as a rising trot. So you're missing out the bounce, as it were. So you're standing out of the saddle, 1, sit down, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you get the rhythm of the horse. The horse's head needs to look where it's going to go. So if it's bent to the inside, it will be turning to the inside. If the head is dead straight, the horse will be going straight. What you should be able to see is just the corner of the horse's eye, if you happen to look down. Yeah? So you can just see the corner of its eye, so you can see you've got that little bit of bend to the right. As we come to the corner here, inside rein and inside hand down to get that right bend. To bend it to the right, control with the outside rein now. Now position left leg, left hand to bend left. Looking round to where you're going, move this way. Position and bend now. Position right, right hand, right leg. Bend it round, looking to where you're going, Jan, so you get into a nice straight line. We're looking for it to be accurate and show that this shows how much control they have of their horse, how much rhythm, and it's even on both sides. Look round, look at C, look at C, look at C. Inside leg, better, good shape. Position and bend. Good, Jan, that's better. The more you look, yeah, the more chance, yeah, good everybody. So everyone managed to hit the centre line. That's because you looked early to see where you were going to go to. And go forwards to walk. Okay, and let the horses rest and stretch and take the bridles down and just give them a pat and walk them off. The same as you would do if you've been to the gym or anything yourself. You have a warm-up period and you have a warm-down period before the horse goes away. And if you didn't warm the horse down properly and you just put a hot horse straight in the stable's rugs, it can what's known as break out. It will sweat up again. Thank you very much, ladies. Well done.
It's a huge day for the yard and particularly Uptown Boy. He has his stallion grading this afternoon. New rules stipulate that only the finest stallions are allowed to breed, so if Boy fails, he will have to be castrated.
Basically, if the stallions aren't good enough, they're gelded, because there's no point having a stallion that's not good enough. But again, it's like with most of the horses, it's just on the day. So if they don't perform up to their normal ability on the day, you could be in trouble.
The daily chores of mucking out and looking after the horses has to be done before Boy's outing to the grading. Nadia is picking out and cleaning the horses' shoes, and Ed is continuing to break the new stallions.
It will do.
Today we're going to start the breaking and backing of Fathorn. It's a 3-year-old stallion. To start with, what we do is handle the horse. He is quite well handled, so lucky enough we haven't really got to do too much handling. But we're going to put a bit in his mouth. This is called a breaking bit. It has keys on the bottom of the bits. What the horse mouths when it's put in the mouth and helps develop the mouth and saliva up and gets used to having something there and plays with it and makes it happy. So we're going to put it on the horse and see how he reacts to it. A bit of room. Offer out, handle the nose, open the mouth, put a thumb in there and slide the bit. He's done that very nicely for us. Over his ears, over the top. It's a simple bridle with no nose band on. And all we're going to do then is just put the throat lash up and allow the horse just to play with the bit in its mouth and let him settle. Now it sits into the top of it here, these things, and the teeth are at the front. You have the front teeth that you can see there, which are the incisors, same as on a human, where they used to tear the grass out the ground or bite through the grass, and then they pass the grass back to the molars that are behind, which they chew on. And then the bit sits behind the incisors and in front of the molars, so obviously it's not clanging on the teeth, so it sits just up. So I have 2 little creases on the lips there, and that's where it sits, and he's taken that quite happily, and now all you do with him is leave him to chew on it and get used to it. And he's done that well, and he's been happy with it, but I didn't think it would be a problem. He's quite happy to have new things done with him. And now all we do is just leave him to it and let him play with that for about half an hour, and then we take it off. And that's like you do that for 3 or 4 days. That'll do him. Good boy.
Nadia is now preparing Boy for his big day. The buying, training and selling of stallions is a high-risk business, and the stallion grading is an essential part of it. Although Ed and Nadia aren't into breeding, a potential buyer could be. There is added pressure because they believe Boy is the special horse they've been looking for.
He's a special one, this one, with a special price on his head. I mean, We sort of randomly look at between 15 and 20,000 for a young 3-year-old with good quality like him. But to part with him now, you're going to have to show me between 80 and 100. I mean, he's probably not quite ready for that at the moment, so he's still got a few bits to do, but that's the kind of price that I'd be looking as a turnaround, which then makes the next investment, you know, easy, and it helps the yard out and it keeps everything ticking along nicely.
Step into a world where sand
Let's go get his cards. I've got his number. They're in the. You know where his cards are?
What cards?
Just jumping cards.
Who's boys?
Yeah.
Are they in the lorry?
I don't know.
Each horse is registered with the British Show Jumping Association, and boys' cards are needed for the grading. Ed, however, seems to have misplaced them.
.co.uk. And how would you, what do you have to know to get in? What do you have to just pump in the BSJ number? How do you do that? Basically, the BSJ keep a record of all what the horses have done, and because I was a little bit disorganised for the first time in my life, we haven't actually organised. You have to have proof of what they've done, so you need a printout from the BSJ. I just found the BSJ, their computer's down, they told me it has to come off the internet sites. I don't know how you do it. How do you turn it on? What else do you have to do? That's got this on the end. Is it on there?
He can do it. Go
No,
on.
I can't.
Of course you can.
No, Nadia, come on. Let's get going. We've got to get this done. Stop mucking around. You know how to turn the bloody thing on. I don't use it.
It's on.
I know. I need to print out off a website. You don't know how to get a website out, do you?
Yes, you go onto the internet.
Yeah. Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Sanity comes in the shape of Harry today, as she cleans Boy after his warm-up ahead of his grading.
After they've been exercised, we always hose them down to cool them off to get all the sweat out of them, because it's just like with humans. If you've been running or doing something and you don't wash your sweat off, the area will become quite sore. So we have to spray, and you see all this white stuff here, you can see running off, that's the sweat that's in him. So you have to make sure that's all off. And like getting all the awkward areas, like underneath his leg. But you have to be quite careful here because he doesn't like it, so quite often he kicks out. So, feet under there, especially under like where the girth goes, because this can become, after a time, it becomes like sandpaper if it's not washed off and cleaned properly. You put it on gentle because they don't really like this. Just very slowly. Go up near their head, not being too hard with it. Just to let it run down, just so all the sweat from around here gets off as well. So it's not just the main areas, all like the crevices where the tack goes, under here, all of it gets done, so then they don't get the soreness of it being there. You get one of these and scrape them off. You use this side without the rubber for their body, and the side with the rubber you use for like their legs and the knobbly bits. And you literally, like as if you're scraping a car window.